Hello and welcome to my channel, Compass Starlight. I am doing a reading for May 14th through the 18th, an energy read. So the energy, I still have these birch bark papers here. They are from last week's energy reading, and they represent that you are still waiting for time to pass, for the right timing, or you are waiting, somebody may be doing time, and you are just sort of on standby. You're waiting for new growth to manifest, and you're waiting for the old growth to shed away. Also, we still have luck on our side. There's this, still the 4-leaf clover is doing pretty well. This is the fresh one I meant to include in last week's reading because I'd picked it. I forgot to bring it home. I'm just checking the camera to make sure it's still going. I started a recording and it didn't work. So let's go to the new items for this week. This here is some downy feathers. This is it's like some soft energy coming in, but it is also the loss of innocence, catching someone by its tail. It is gosh, like I said, I started this video before and I can't think of, I had a great phrase. These are little tail feathers from some stolen youth. That's what. Stolen youth. Those are tail feathers from a young bird. I don't think it's a duckling. I'm not sure what. It could be a seagull, but where I found it, it would be surprising. Nonetheless, this animal was taken by the tail, and because it is a young bird, I am picking up that idea. It's white, pure, soft, downy feathers, stolen innocence, and yeah. So you may be learning a lesson. That could be over the past few days. You're in the process of learning a lesson from an experience that occurred over the past few days. Okay, I am going to go over here. This is a fiddlehead, and this fiddlehead, it was rotten, and so it fell right away from the fern. And to me, the energy of this fiddlehead is just things that are rotting, or rotten, are falling away. Things that might be detrimental in your life. Energy you no longer hold on to. This week you should be able to release that energy. I have the shark's teeth here. I had these last week also. These are like the swords of self-imprisonment, of social constraints and things that you think about, ideas that keep you bound and hold you back from doing or pursuing your path. They are generally, it's like your thoughts going over and over again about things, words that were said to you, hurtful words that were said to you or by you, and you're thinking about those actions, and maybe you're feeling regret, or maybe the person that said them is feeling regret, or if someone else said the words, and you may be feeling a bit of pain as a result. You may be feeling a bit of self-imprisonment as a result. So I'm going to go over to this these here. These are Flintstones I found today. I have had some the past couple weeks in my readings, but these two are different. These are awesome. This one is massive. I brought them home and checked them in the dark. I checked them in the dark to make sure that they both are. And I know you can't really see it on camera, but this is a pretty average sized piece that I generally find. This one is huge. So this week there is a lot of potential for igniting a lot of passion. So this is a really awesome piece. And this here is a piece of bone. It's not another piece of Flintstone. This bone has been chipped away by little teeth. It's hollow on the inside. To me, this is to say that this week you may be around people who, as you encounter them, it's like they know how to push your buttons, and maybe you're not in the best state of mind, and other people have the capability, or they'll find it easy to push your buttons or say things or do little things that will kind of get to your last nerve. So knowing that in advance, that you may be susceptible to somebody chipping away at you, or several people chipping away at you, circumstances chipping away at your state of mind, you can consciously make an effort to stand strong and maintain your dignity and your integrity and not be affected by the little annoyances, the things that people do or the things that people say that may otherwise easily get to you. Hollow bones. It may be, what do they say? Hollow bones. Something is, I'm not really sure about that. Except I feel like if you don't have a backbone, you can't stand up straight. I kind of feel like being hollow, the bones being hollow is kind of something along those lines. This one you can actually, it's got this little dark spot. It's a hole where a tendon would pass through. So just stand strong, maintain your integrity, and really make a conscious effort to avoid people who chip away at you, and to allow them to be who they are, but don't let it get to you. Okay, and then we go here. This is a piece of jawbone and a couple teeth. And it's hard to see. It was actually strange. It was sticking out of the base of a tree by its roots, the base by the soil. So this is tooth. That is the root of the tooth. So there's one tooth here, there's another one here. And I believe this comes from perhaps deer. Judging by the style of tooth that it is. It's not something that you can see easily on the camera, unfortunately. But to me, this is the term. I was looking for the term long in the tooth, and my friend reminded me of what the term is, which means something's getting old. Someone's getting old. So there might be a situation that's getting old. You're old for the situation, like it needs to be retired. Also, like chewing the cud, ruminating on something. You could be thinking about something over and over, and it's just rotting your teeth. You need to let it go. It's just rotting away at your teeth. I thought about the idea of biting your tongue. Don't bite your tongue. If you bite your tongue for too long, you can end up like with, nasty old rotten teeth. It's symbolically, I mean. So don't bite your tongue. This is a little, I call it a puffball. It is a type of fungus, and something that could easily be overlooked, but this has a lot of energy in it. I don't know if you can see the smoke spores that kind of come out, but this is new energy, new birth. This is spewing foul words. This is expelling negativity. This could be casting a spell. All these things. There's so much represented in this little piece. So overall here, aside from this wonderful energy of sort of igniting a fiery passion, this could be in your creativity, this could be love. You do have luck on your side. Everything else is kind of like, there's some things that could be harsh this week. People can chip away at you. You could be thinking about it in your head. This little puffball actually is a sheath that protects the spores until they're ready to come out. This, what is this called? The fiddlehead. It has fallen away from the fern plant. This itself is in a sheath. So there is some protection around you. If you find somebody who's chipping away at you, imagine yourself sheathed in light and love and protection. And I have one little whisker, this fresh one this week. This is letting go of a little bit of sensitivity. Don't be too sensitive this week. All the stuff might be going around behind the scenes in your mind. The thoughts that are gnawing away at you. The things you're thinking about gnawing at. Let it go. Don't let people get to you. Protect yourself and allow the rotten, detrimental, just allow the garbage to fall away from your life this week. I have this, I don't know, it's a little knot of wood, a knot of wood. This is actually, looks like it would have been a branch that would have grown out of here, and it, failure to thrive. Same thing with this. Failure to thrive, this little fiddlehead. This little bird, again. It probably lost its life. It got taken by the tail. Lost innocence. Failure to thrive. So there may be a situation in your life that just you were anticipating something to progress. You were waiting. You were trying to listen to your intuition because you hold the key, and it just isn't coming to fruition. Let it go. Let it go. Stand strong. Stand with integrity. Luck is on your side. So to me, that says that sometimes when things are heavy and negative and they do fall away and you are not anticipating that something is going to end, a situation is going to end, such as a relationship or a job, when it does, look at the blessing, because something else grander, something else greater, more grand is going to come in its place. Some new growth will come in. A few weeks ago, one of my readings, I was talking about planting the seeds of the harvest, and tilling the soil, taking care of everything, all the groundwork that needs to be done before you plant the seeds. And the seeds were planted, and I feel like last week, actually, in my reading, I forgot to talk about things starting to sprout up. But for me, when I experienced the sprouting energy, when I first saw the sprouts, I was kind of in a dream state, and my first impulse was to push them back into the ground, and my thoughts were, oh, that's what I planted? it's not time yet, and sort of pushing it back down into the ground. So you will start to experience things sprouting, new things coming into your life, but give it time. Don't rush anything. And if things are falling away, they're only making room for new positive beginnings. So that's my reading for you, for my energy reading for May 14th through the 18th. Be well. Blessed be.